Hi, I'm Pamela from Makeup Designery, and this is my model, Jilly. Today I'm going to show you a Carrie Bradshaw look in honor of the upcoming film Sex and the City 2. In the film, the ladies have gone on to become more mature wives and mothers. Carrie has her usual sexy, subtle, smoky eyes and a soft shimmer on her lips, which is very flattering at any age. First, I'm going to base her eyes with our CB4 Cream Foundation because I'm going to use smoky eyeshadows and want to avoid fallout under her eyes. I'm going to mix a little primer with my base to create a more sheer effect. I'll squeeze a little bit on my palette and then I will mix it. Okay, I'm going to start up here by her eyebrow, put a nice sheer base over her eyelid. Turn this way, please. These are the palette colors I'm going to use for the Carrie Bradshaw look. For the eyeshadows, I have Chamois, Taupe, Sienna, Espresso, Graphite, and Onyx for a smoky eye look. And on the bottom I have the two large colors, Lemon Cream, which is going to be for a highlight on her eyes as well as her cheekbones, and then Rose Beige for cheek color and contour. First I'm going to start on her eyebrows to frame the eyes. I'm going to use my 210 brush for her eyebrows. It has a nice thin angle bristle. I'm just pulling the color through just enough to give more definition to our eyebrow without going too dark. We don't want her eyebrows to look harsh. Looking for a soft, natural look. And the other eyebrow, same thing. I really don't use a lot of product on my brush. A little goes a long way because these eyeshadows are very strongly pigmented. Next I'm going to use a 350 brush for her highlight under her brows. I'm using Lemon Cream under her brow. Now you may notice that I did not powder her eyelids yet, and I have a reason for that. When the eyeshadow is hitting something with moisture, it's going to grab more. And for a smoky eye, I want the eyeshadow to grab more and not look too sheer. Okay, now on the other side. This way. And if you notice, I'm using a stippling motion because under the brow I want it to be stronger. And I'm going to use a little bit more of that lemon cream under her eye. Just circle it all the way under, and that gives a nice buffer for my other eyeshadows to blend into. The other eye, please. I'm thinking ahead where my other eyeshadows are going to go. Now I'm going to use my 800 brush for chamois in the crease of her eye. I like to use chamois when I do a smoky eye because it creates a nice soft, warm transition to the highlight from the darker colors. So I'm blending from light to dark. The other eye. Sweeping my color in towards the nose, following the shape of her eyelid. And I'm going to add a little bit of Sienna, which is this color, to the deeper part of that crease. You want to be careful not to use too much because Sienna has a lot more pigment than the chamois, and you want to keep a soft edge, but it does create more definition at the bottom there. Next I'm going to use the 300 brush with graphite on her eyelid. This way. I'm going to start at the top of her lid and blend down. What I like about graphite, it has a very soft shimmer and it makes a good transition for the black the onyx color. Next, I'm going to use the 300 brush using graphite on her eyelid. I'm going to be blending the onyx into this. I'm going to use the espresso to transition there after the fact. Okay, open and look up. You want a softer edge under her lashes. Again, it's encircling. Just blend it in towards the nose. But again, not all the way. Alright, so I'm just going to blend that into the sienna and chamois. And then on the other side as well, just by dragging the brush, not adding any more eyeshadow to the brush, just using whatever's left on the brush. And you want a soft edge. Okay, now I can add onyx. The same brush, I'm going to go in with onyx. Starting at the lash line, I'm going to blend up. I'm doing a stippling and slide motion. Okay, and open and look up. Make sure to get the outer corner. Outer corner is very important. Down again. I missed a spot on her lash line, so I'm going to go back in, stipple that onyx right in there. One of the hardest parts about putting black on someone's eyelid is getting it nice and smooth, not patchy looking. This is why I'm using a very small stippling motion to create a very smooth surface. And it's blending nicely into the graphite. Now I'm going back to my 800 brush to blend the crease with a little bit of espresso. Okay, and with whatever's left over, blend it up. Slightly over that highlight. Let's get a little bit more of a soft edge here. Alright, I think she's good. Now I'm going to apply our black volumizing mascara with a disposable mascara wand. Starting on the top of her lashes, I'm going to sweep the mascara wand to the tips and then underneath, just to help lift. I wiggle the wand back a little bit back and forth to help comb through the lashes better. And then on the other side, doing the same thing, top first, and then underneath. Wiggling a little bit back and forth. I want to make sure I get all the way down to the base of her lashes, because she does have blonde lashes and I want the mascara to be black all the way to the lash line. Now her eyes are done and we're ready for foundation.